I'm a big 8 Sleep fan, and my 8 Sleep actually leaked.
Oh no.
So today I'm gonna share the process that I went through. I know I probably have influencer privilege or creator privilege, whatever you want to call it, which means 8 Sleep will most likely just give me a free cover replacement, expedite it and all those things. And I wanted to go undercover. So I made sure this was under my personal email, and I didn't tell them that I make videos about 8 Sleep, just to see how long it would take and what the process looked like and how much it would cost. So I had the Pod 3. This is actually the new Pod 4, which is what they sent me, the customer service team. No one that I work with at 8 Sleep. And I'm gonna show you what the process is like. So let me show you the emails first of all. So it is currently December 8th, 2024. I'm really slow with videos, so just don't mind me, and also responding to emails. And I had the leak May 28th, 2024. I said, hey, I have a leak in my Pod 3. How can I remedy this? And they're like, thank you for reaching out. We have a 24 to 48 hour reply for customer service. They said, I'm sorry. Then they said, we need to have images of the leak, which I was like, oh, I gotta do that. They need images of the cover and hub connections. And please advise if there's any piercing of the mattress, possibly from pets or children. And then full shipping address and phone number, and we'll review, confirm whether it's still within the warranty for replacement. So if it's not within warranty, I would most likely not get the replacement, which was a bit frustrating. So they sent me some example photos. I need to have this, and these photos of it, the cover. So I made sure not to throw it out. I was like, all right, this is the cover that I have. It's a Pod 3 Queen. I sent a video of the leak.
And there it is, if you can see a little bit of water. I woke up and I was like, I thought I peed my pants, and I was like, yeah, I'm not 21 anymore. But then, yep, the leak has happened. I'll have to dissect this thing and see what it was, but this is the Pod 3, and the leak has occurred. And then they closed the case because I was too slow to reply, I think, and they needed the images, and I sent a video instead, so that was my bad. And then I finally sent them these images, and they're like, all right. And then I followed up. This was now June 9th because I was slow to respond to their emails. And they said they just have higher than normal volume. They're trying to catch up. So customer service was a bit slow than ideal, considering I need to get my cover replaced, and I struggle actually to sleep without my 8 Sleep. So it looks like the warranty was expired for my pod, and they said we'll replace it for $500 at a 50% discount for that new Pod 3 cover. And I'll be honest, I was like, $500 to fix the cover that's broken because it's out of warranty? I don't want to pay that. I just paid $2,000, $3,000 for this bed. So that got me a little bit frustrated, and I can imagine how other people might be frustrated as well. My neighbor went through this issue, and his was out of warranty, and he just threw his out. He's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm done. So it makes sense. So it took a while, not ideal. You get a 2-year warranty with the standard membership, and then 5 years with the extended membership. So if you do care about it leaking and you don't want to deal with issues, you don't want to have this headache, get that extended membership. And then I was like, the Pod 4 just came out. So now they're like, hey, we'll give you a discount on the Pod 4, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, can I get the new one? Will it be free? Sent them my address. They said, we'll offer you the Pod 4 for only $700. So now I was gonna be paying a lot more, and I'm not happy about that, but it is what it is. And I tried to ask for a free replacement because I didn't want to pay that money, but they ended up sending me an invoice, and I paid the money, and I got a shipment tracking. So they actually sent me a Pod 3 for $754 replacement, and I was confused. So I was like, hey, am I getting the Pod 4? They said, yes, you're getting the Pod 4, even though the order said Pod 3. Tuesday, August 6th. So it took about 3 months for me to reply to them and finally get it shipped out. As you know, it is now December. So now I'm finally gonna unbox it and show you how the Pod 4 cover with the Pod 3 hub. So it's the Pod 3 hub, Pod 4 cover, if they actually work. Let's find out. Fun fact, I shipped this to my parents' house, and then I switched and I flew to New York so I could let a friend borrow this. So I actually put this in the United baggage claim, even though FedEx sent it all the way to California. Now, I really love this bag. Actually, I would highly recommend you keep it because you can put stuff in it. My roommate actually tossed it away. I was like, bro, what are you doing? I'll keep the bag if you don't want it. This is the cover right here. All right, what's really funny is I tried to let them borrow my BedJet and the Sleep Me. If you've ever watched those videos, I have a test where I'm actually testing the Sleep Me and then also the BedJet. This pumps cold or hot air into a sheet that goes over. Sheet, denied, rejected.
because it was too fluffy and it felt weird. Then I was like, all right, fine. You can borrow the Sleep Me, my next nicest device, because they usually just don't sit. They just sit in storage when I'm not using them. So then this is like a half queen. It's nice for one person, it works, and wraps around the bed. And then you have the unit that actually goes underneath the bed. It does run out of distilled water all the time. Why is it on? All the time, see? But it wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi, so they couldn't use any smart features or anything like that. And then I think this distilled water was full, and it's almost empty in the past week because this keeps drying out. So I was like, all right, this guy has been sitting here unused. Pod 3 hub with the new Pod 4 cover with the buttons on the side. So let's see if they actually like this too. And if you want to see the full test of the Sleep Me versus the BedJet versus the 8 Sleep, I have a 3-way comparison of all 3 bed cooling devices that you can watch, linked somewhere here. And if you do plan to buy any of these, use discount code Shervin. There are links for them below. That helps support the channel. So we're making videos like this to showcase what it's like. And the leaking thing, it can ruin your mattress. So I need to show you one more thing actually. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so this right here is on Amazon. It's a mattress protector. If you don't have this, it will actually ruin your mattress. So you really want to make sure that you get a mattress protector. I picked this one because it doesn't wrap all the way around the mattress. It just covers the top. So in case the 8 Sleep pod does leak, you're protecting your mattress. They will not cover the replacement of your mattress, but they will cover the replacement of the pod with the warranty. So this one, it has edges. It's kind of like a sheet. So this goes on the top of the mattress and the see-through part goes on the sides. This will just help protect your mattress in case it leaks, especially if you have animals, cats, pets, children. That's where you can leak. And for mine, I don't have any of those. Somehow it still leaked. You just, I don't know. This is my insurance. It's $30. I'll have the Amazon link below. Let's put this on, swap this out, and put the new 8 Sleep pod on. And I'll share more on what I think of the 8 Sleep pod 4. All right, BedJet Removal. This is step 1. We have to take this guy out. BedJet has this weird thing that just sticks out. Like, who really wants that? And then a tubing, and then there's a whole base right here. It's just a lot. And then we got this bag. Gotta take all this back. Cable, blah, 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 blah. Done. Bye-bye, BedJet. And then we gotta remove the Sleep Me, which actually goes underneath the bed. So if you wanna see that, I'll lift up the mattress and it slides underneath. It's got like these 2 strings that hold it into place. So it can still wiggle all around sometimes, but it works for the most part. It's got these tubes in the top part, and this is where the water transfers. The Sleep Me only has 2 tubes, whereas the 8 Sleep has 4 tubes, and you have dual zone control, so you can control the left and the right if you have a partner. I'm still looking, so if anyone knows, send it my way. You have free 8 Sleeps, you can sleep on the 8 Sleeps together. Partner view would be great. Now we have the protective layer that must go on top, which is this piece. It's like putting on a bed sheet, and somehow I can always put it in the wrong way. Also, why am I doing this without their help? I just feel like I'm a task rabbit dude. All right, hi guys, I'm here to set up your bed for you, and please make sure to answer a couple questions on the way out. Thank you. All right, safety covers on. Now, 8 Sleep. What is this? Oh, it's all the tubing that comes protected inside. Remove and dispose. The pod 4 here. Oh, this is the best part of the pod 4. You have these buttons so you can control the temperature and snooze alarm. So that's huge. This side face down. So the pod 4 also has a silky smooth base so it can move along the bed, especially if you have the adjustable base. Much better. We have top left corner. Now this is going to go up here with the tubes then coming out. And the pod 4 has a black tip, as you can see. It's a black tip with the USB-A port that goes into the pod 3 hub, and they're interchangeable. And we're about to find out if this actually works. Oh, there's the cleaner. This is the cleaning device that you need to change every 8 months. Sorry, no, you need to change every 6 months, I think. And with the 5-year, with the extended membership, they will ship it to you. Time to wrestle the bed. Man, New York City apartments are so small. Slide the tube in the back. Okay, now we're gonna slide this underneath. There's just enough space to go a little underneath the mattress here. Boom. Now we want the cover to go all the way on the other side. Now we bring this tube right here, plug it in. this side down. Boom, clicks in there. USB cable into here. Ooh, it barely fits. It's tight. This cable should be longer. I'm gonna take this guy, plug this in over here. Boom, now it's on. This light is gonna turn on, and what we need to do is press the big button on the back and make this light blue so we can pair the Pod 3 hub with the Pod 4 cover and make sure it works. So if your thing ever leaks, you're gonna have to replace the entire thing and be out of breath. I need to do more cardio, guys. And we also need to put in distilled water. Luckily, the Pod 4 cover doesn't need cleaning agent because it's built into the tube. It doesn't even matter which hub you have because the cleaning agent's in the actual tubing. We're gonna pour distilled water into this, put this in there, and repair. Fill line. You hear that? Now we just gotta press this button here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's blue. So now we're gonna set up replacement. Oh shoot, just the cover. Complete pod. Actually, we're gonna do the entire thing because it's all new Wi-Fi. Pod 4, continue. I'm also setting up my own mattress, continue. Pod 4. It's actually a Pod 3 cover. Oh, it's gonna make me do all this, huh? Just tap, 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 tap. Yes. All right, pairing the phone. It's flashing blue. Pairing the phone. All right, now we have the Wi-Fi networks. It is Spotify, Spectrum, James Wall, 2 sec. Getting hub online. Huh? Look at that, it's changing colors. That's a good sign, I think, right? So the light is white, but the app says something went wrong. I don't know what I did. There's no support, so we're gonna just leave the setup. Or here, let's just, oops, 8 sleep. I'm just gonna restart the apps. Now keep going, getting hub online. It's connected to the 8 sleep pod, as you can see right there. But the Wi-Fi can be a little weak from this corner. So I gotta say, overall, it's not ideal that you have to go through customer support, but be ready that the 8 sleep might leak, especially if the Pod 3 or older. Pod 4 is supposed to be even better. And when it does leak, you're gonna have, I don't know, 3 to 4 weeks of communication with customer support, maybe even longer, depending on how quick you are to respond. Make sure you keep the cover to get images of all the things that they need. And then they might charge you for a replacement if you're out of warranty. If you're within warranty, the 2-year or the 5-year, they'll replace it for free, but not your mattress. So protect your mattress with the mattress cover. I'll have links for all that stuff down below. And then it's just the process of setting it up, which I did. But I'm out of breath. It shows a white light, but it's not connected. And just waiting for the app to say it's connecting online. This is the Pod 3 hub, and the Wi-Fi router is all the way over there. So I don't know. But if you do plan on going, use discount code Shervin. The link is down below. Support the channel. My name is Shervin Share. Subscribe, turn notifications. We'll see you in the next one.